Also lets us play some explosives in the sideboard. Green Rock was me, tier 1 for 3 months in advance. Thank you so much. Explode. I think I can go down 1 Vexing Bauble and get 3 explosives in there. And then with explosives, I mean, I've been sacking Deadlands a lot, but we maybe would want to. I guess it's correct to split the Pain lands because of explosives. Maybe it's better to go down to 1 Phyrexian Tower. Probably go down to 1 Phyrexian Tower on 22 lands. This is gonna be the most annoying split ever. So it's Shivan Reef, Underground River, and nobody tell me. Shivan Reef. Sulphurous Springs. Yeah, May is mostly for Ruby Storm. There's like maybe sometimes you bring it in against control, like if you're cutting your fatal pushes. I think I'd be playing Obsessive Pursuit over Shredder this list. Shredder has been so insane. I don't know what to tell you. I guess I do know what to tell you. It's been so insane. Okay, so 1 Shivan Reef, 1 Llanowar Wastes, 1 River of Tears. Could you try slanting this deck to a more aggro plan with a combo plan B by filling May into the main board? Oh, so not Riven Tears. This is the wrong one. Listen, this league tested really well. It looked really good. It's not Underground River. Okay, so sorry. Shivan Reef is blue red. I need help. So I need green black, blue black, black red, and white black. So I need a Cage of Corlos. And we're doing this because we're adding explosives to the sideboard, so it's technically correct to split our Painland colors. Pursuer Airship. I think I went 4th Sephiroth, and I went 4th Gravecrawler. The Gravecrawlers have been playing really well in this build with the Shredders, I think. I don't know. Pursuit is like okay. Pursuit is okay, but I don't really like Pursuit with like almost no fetch lands and with only 4 fetch lands and oh my gosh, the lag is tough. And I also and the no baubles. I'm just not very interested in playing Pursuits. The lag is crazy. Okay, thanks. So Caves of Koilos. This was one Meathook Massacre. Dude, Meathook Massacre is so bad. It's this one card that some people swear by. I swear this card is just not good. But it also just like kills all my own stuff. I just hate that card. We have 4 Sephiroths, 4 Apprentice for these kind of effects. Okay, so 1 River, 1 Llanowar Wastes, 1 Cave, 1 Springs. 22 lands. So we have 1 spot in the main deck. Again, I don't think Obsessive Pursuit is good with no baubles and so few fetch lands. We could play 1 more Cling. We could play 1 Inquisition of Kozilek. We could play 1 Shielder's Edict. We could play 1 Airship, although it's worse now without the towers. It still could be okay to play 1. We could play 1 Meathook Massacre. I guess Forsaken Miner is an option. Chthonian Nightmare. Nightmare's pretty slow. It could be okay. Could play 1 Thought-Knot Seer. Not too often I like start with a bunch of like 3 ofs, then go back to 4 ofs like this. 1 Fleshraker. I don't like that it's only good if you draw K command. Baubles. I mean, you could play 1 bauble. We could main deck a Vexing Bauble. 1 Tomb of Arami. Does Tomb of Arami tap for colorless? I don't think it does. It's just black, right? I think I'm down to main deck a Vexing Bauble. Yeah, you could play a Flare. I think 1 Vexing Bauble with the main's good. Okay, Tomb of Rami. The pain that doesn't tap for colorless is like really costly. Yeah, Rat King's also one of these cards you can't play without fetch lands. I do love this card. I think it's not where we could afford to be. I think I like just 1 main deck Vexing Bauble. Alright, interesting hand. Let's keep. But it's on a Molda 6. What about 2 Edict over 2 Bishop? I mean, we like moments ago said that you could make exactly that change. And since saying that, that is still true. You could make exactly the change. Their last team playing white-green. Oh, they're playing the Leo deck. Cool. So I'll take the 1 drop. Super Shredder very good against Ballista on 1, which they may not realize. They also may not crack their fetch and response, although if they're a viewer... Oh, never mind. They do have the Solitude, but that's okay too. Ah, oopsie doopsie. This should be a pretty fun matchup. Keeps the card on top over there. Plays the Leo. And his Solitude Plains mystery card that they kept on top. So this turn we're going to be playing Apprentice and Fatal Push. And then the Sephiroth is a really good follow-up to this. This deck has come together really well, where it's almost like your Boros synergy, where you have a lot of good interaction with the Thoughtseize and Fatal Pushes and K commands, and you have good aggro draws, but you also have combo draws like Arena of Glory Flage, your Bombardment of Johnny. Mirror and Safe Elf, ever brewed with this card. Yeah, there's an infinite combo I found with it. With so you get the land, the mill plays that bounces itself. So if you have that in the yard where it can bounce itself, and you can make it to where this is a card that's, or if you can make it to where this is tapping for 4 or more mana, 5 or more mana, then you could just like make the mana, bounce it, replay it, make the mana, bounce it, and then the easiest way to do that in Modern is with Cabal Coffers. I guess I need to play around another Leo by holding up the command this turn. Have I played mini matches with that against Action Force? We played one, we won. So I never ended up feeling like that was like really it or whatever. But it was pretty fun. Yes, we are dead to Leo if they if we tap out for Sephiroth here. So let's play around that. They did force pitching Ranger Captain. Their hand is Ballista mystery card. And they have another Ranger Captain. So they don't have a Ballista. So they don't have a Leo. So probably just gonna use my K command. They get a Guide of Souls, makes sense. Does Mirror and Safe Help combo with the extra lantern? I don't know. So like, it would be nice if there was a way to win the game with that infinite mana just built on the land. There's like, you could like make it a creature that's infinitely big in attack, but then you lose the summoning sickness. Land would be great. Captain, you battle my own brews? I mean, somewhat often, I guess. Maybe I play Super Shredder Apprentice. I guess I don't know which one's better to play first. Probably this because of the Ballista counters. You can win with a ton of toolbox lands. Can you name 1 or 2 of them? That wins with infinite black mana. Name 1. Oh, like Inventor's Fair maybe, but then you have to have 3 artifacts. Mount Doom, Classel Locktwain. Well, with infinite black mana, how does it win with Black Doom? Oh, I guess you just go infinite black and then you go, that might attack the servo. I guess you go infinite black and then you go Mako red, then you go Mount Doom, and then Castle Locktwain's. Well, the life loss is kind of tough. Okay. I'm on board. Crawling Barons. The problem with Crawling Barons on this loop is like you don't get to attack because part of the loop is bouncing your Mirror in Safe House. Again, so I did build this a couple times. Realms Uncharted was a big part of the combo where you get to like just tutor up all of your lands, but it didn't seem very good. All right, so they do get to put a counter on their Ballista with Grange, and they get to put another counter on the Ballista with the Cauldron. They will not be able to kill the Super Shredder though. Despite this being 3 power, the Ballista goes to the graveyard which triggers the Shredder. Card Kingdom, love to see me with the new Aspiring Spec drops. Tell them that. Maybe they'll sponsor me. I don't know if they've ever reached out. I don't think they have. I had a Magic sponsor reach out recently, and they were like, "Hey, we think you'd be a really good fit for for a sponsor deal, and we want to talk to you." And message us, and I added them. I messaged them, and then they're like, "We're not sure that you're a good fit." There was literally no conversation that happened. They're like, "We're not sure you're a good fit. Stand by. We'll get back to you." Obviously, never got back to me. All right, attack for 5. Gonna hold up the Cling here, I think. They could triple block, and that'd be okay with me. Would flip to Sephiroth, right? Double block is weird. Do they want to Cauldron the Ranger Captain? What's opponent's key combo piece? So they're playing the deck that we got second place in the challenge with on Friday. But the idea is you Cauldron a Walking Ballista onto Leonardo Cutting Edge, and it just deals infinite damage, gains infinite life. So we're up a game. They are a Solitude deck, although only 3 Solitudes. Don't know if that's how many Vexy Baubles we want to play. They're also a Guide Pride Birthing Ritual deck, so I could see wanting some explosives. I could see maybe not making a lot of changes. Like we could maybe just do like our combo against theirs. I think I want a couple explosives. Let's play exactly 2. Bowmaster does hit their Leos sometimes, hits Ballista sometimes, hits Pride. No, I play one. We had a Heliod. We got second in a modern challenge on Friday with Heliod, and nobody cared. no, y'all cared. Okay, I'm gonna cut the Cling to dust, even though it's kind of okay against Cauldron. It's also kind of bad against Cauldron because they exile it. Deck seems sweet. We'd try the deck with no ritual. Yeah, we started with no ritual, and then we found more success with Shocker. Add the Broken Image 3 card. I think I'm keeping this. Having Thoughtseize on the draw against the Birthing Ritual deck and the Cauldron deck is really, really nice. Well, we are only 22 lands instead of 23, so we're probably like 63% to hit a second land. They brought in Teague to turn off my K commands. Is the consensus better? The deck is better than Ritual or Rumble? Let me know. For me, I definitely liked Ritual. We got second place in the challenge on Friday with Ritual. So they play Teague, also turns off the explosives. We can possibly Fatal Push it. This turn, I'm going to play Apprentice, Marionette, and make a Servo. I don't think they're attacking very often. I think we can fit some Leo's Technique in the deck. Don't know if we already tried it. I don't know. I just over and over and over go like, don't play Unearth effects if you can't put stuff in your own graveyard, and you can if you have exactly Birthing Ritual going. I guess you can sack Ranger Captain, but it's just a little narrow, I think. All right, I think it's totally fine to trade the Apprentice for a Solitude here and 2 life, I guess. They pitch one of the Leos, so their hand is Leo Grange Mystery card. I think I'm going to go ahead and Servo. No, Teague is super good right now. Like, Tron has a really hard time against it. So they have a Ranger Captain. Get a Guide of Souls. They Surveil. I feel like I would have got Ballista here most of the time. Although I guess the Guide is good with the Leo. Not the best draw. Let's hold up the Fatal Push. Yeah, they can answer the Teague, but it's still I think it's very good in the matchup, you know. They also have Devourer. Okay, so they can Grange me here. You don't want to Grange me, opponent? I guess a double block still gets them. They could have attacked with the Teague. So they decided to not play the Guide of Souls. Well, it's going to push the Leo. Maybe it's better to push the Teague, but it's kind of gonna be hard to beat the Leo Guide of Souls if I don't kill it there. Deal you a damage as we dig for land number 3 on turn 5. Did keep a 1-lander. Gravecrawler number 3. No bueno. All right, getting smacked for 5. I guess I just had the push telegraphed, which is why I didn't go for the Grange last turn. All right, let's go to game 3. On the play for game 3. We can't play the E because of the Teague. So, a little bit weird. I think on the play, maybe I'll play 4th Sephiroth, 1 less explosives, just be a bit more aggressive, a bit more comboing. Okay, so this is a turn 3 win. Remember, Super Shredder is also a payoff for the combo, which is 1-1 in chat if you didn't even realize that Super Shredder combos. So they really have to have a Solitude or a Cauldron here. I guess they could also just have any creature to block. They're sneaking the Leo this turn. Flavor wins. Super Shredder gets triggered off sneak. So they are going to be able to double block. Yeah, it is kind of funny to have Leo and Shredder out there at the same time, huh? So I guess getting us up to 17 power is a little bit weird. The thing is, they could only really beat this with a Solitude, so I gained the life back. How big you? I think you just go to exactly 17. This is it's 12 power right now. $14. Could go like no, but yeah, but then like when they block, it's gonna grow the Shredder anyways. Yeah, we don't need to go any bigger. So this is 16, 17. Oh, sorry, with the 18 on accident. Okay, that's fine. Tech. All right, so now it's a 20 minutes. We are dead to Cauldron Ballista. Pathetic Leonardo. 3-3. You're no match for my minions. Gravecrawler and Warren Soultrader. Cowabunga Super Shredder. I cast Birthing Ritual. Rigby with the 17 months. Thank you. So I'm sorry for whatever that was, and thank you. Welcome back. I'm gonna block. You know what? So that's not all that bad, huh? I think I got too many 3 drops, not enough lands, no second colors for Cake Command. I gotta go to 5. Okay. Keep. I think I'm putting back the push. Might live to regret it. Yeah, I think that the design of the cards from the turtle set is pretty good. This was not a Spider-Man where the flavor is off and the design is off. Alright, they kept the card on top. Don't love to mold a 5 against shadowy backstreet usually. I guess probably should have played the swamp here. Gonna get Feliad. The pizza lands are truly awful. Mardu. You probably thought about this. Still interested in your answer. Is there any room for one Phyrexian Tower? Dude, we're playing a Phyrexian Tower. We had 3 in the version with airship, and then no airships went down to 1. Surveil a Flage into the yard. So I guess I'm just gonna try to draw Gravecrawler. Get your Lightning Helix emotes ready. I wonder if they're playing Detectives Phoenix Ketchamos. There's a Solitude. There's Detectives Phoenix. All right, so they definitely don't have a white card, and I definitely drew Gravecrawler. So we won that game, and we're going to game 2. So we're down a game against Mardu. Theory we're kind of main decked for these matchups. I think 1 Vexing Bauble is probably even just the right number against these Solitude decks. You could play 1 less Gravecrawler, 1 more maybe. Yeah, I'm tired of being sick, but I mean it is what it is. What was the supervillain deck? The Super Shredder Sephiroth package is we're kind of dubbing it supervillains. We also had a version with Yawgmoth for like an extra supervillain, but these 2 cards plus K Command, it's kind of like this new package we're messing around with where all these cards are really, really good together. And they're both like universe beyond supervillains. I feel like we're also close to Pursuit Emperor. We're like a lot farther from Pursuit than I think it looks like. Like we would need to be playing a lot more fetch lands probably, or some more fetch lands. Although K Command is good with Pursuit and Bobble. Since we're exploring K Command, you think about re-exploring Blue White K Command build? I was looking at that with April. Wasn't Sephiroth not really that bad of a guy? I thought he was like the most evil guy in Final Fantasy. Doesn't he like kill Cloud, Aerith's boyfriend? Okay, on the play. I guess we're putting back Shredder number 2. We should probably lead on the Temple so that if we draw basic Swamp, these Vistas could both trigger the Shredder, just in case. Not a bad top deck. Is Super Shredder busted? Should we sell our copies of Moonshadow now? The 2 cards play well together. Like the Shredder Shadow deck tested well. I think I'd like to play Shredder this turn against a possible Felia, follow up with Sephiroth next turn. If they blink something with Felia, it grows the Shredder. We can get it to 3/3 between the Vista and the Vexing Bauble. They could maybe, if they Flage, they could maybe stack their triggers wrong. Okay, they go to combat. They're not going to target the Orc, are they? They target the Vexing Bauble to unlock Solitude. So they have Solitude, so which makes me think I should double block. Although I don't want to double block because I want things to sack the Sephiroth. So let's block like this. Then they Solitude. I will crack this so I gain 1 more life. And they pitched an Ephemerate. It's interesting. I guess I'll be probably sacking the Vexing Bubble end of turn 2. Unless they Ephemerate, then I'll keep it in play for the rebound. They do Ephemerate, so then they go after the Bowmaster, so the double block with the Bowmasters would have been bad. And they don't have a 3rd land, so keeping this for the rebound Ephemerate for now. We draw another copy of Super Shredder. think I just want to make sure I have a 3/3 in play to block the Felia this turn. Holding the Vexing Bauble for a Shredder trigger could be relevant. They could also maybe have another Solitude. Like they have spells in their hand, and Solitude is a spell. Do you think Mayhem Devil is a playable modern card? I've trophied a lot of leagues with Mayhem Devil, but it's been really powered out of the format. I wouldn't play it anymore. They get a basic Swamp, and then they play an Overlord. They could buy back this Ragavan. They mill Push, Plains, Marsh Flats. So they flicker probably the Overlord, and then we block. Then they play the Ragavan. Let's leave the Vexing Bauble in play. I think. They did find a Solitude. They also mill a Flage, but they got basic Swamp. But they just put the Flage in the hand. So I can go Bowmaster Ragavan for 1 Sephiroth trigger. Alright, I think I want to try to draw K command to flip the Sephiroth. A little bit narrow. Just to drew a backup. I guess we're just kind of cooked against the Overlord. So they're leading on the Flage. They target Super Shredder, which is interesting. I think I'm going to get to flip the Sephiroth now. Oh, I guess they're just going to buy back the other Solitude. Yeah, probably just a mistake to sack. Oh, they don't attack. Okay. Well, we'll keep playing. Alright, let's draw K command off the attack trigger. Seems the deck wants another way to freely sack creatures like Bowmaster Bear Knight, but Bombardment comes to mind. I guess I don't know exactly how that's where you landed. I don't know. I feel like I'm just liking the deck a lot, and we had a great league last league. This is a very fun draw. The Deadland, we've sacked a lot of Deadlands. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. They Thoughtseize me. It probably takes the Sephiroth. Which deck did you like more? The one with Ritual without? The Ritual one. We got second place in the Challenge Friday. They did take the Sephiroth. So we take 3, they gain 3. They're at 18, I'm at 22. They play an untapped Sacred Foundry. And a Clarion Conqueror. All right, come on, let's draw K command. We also have to dodge red or white source here, and then also dodge good spell. So maybe they'll draw a Thoughtseize. So they bestow a Detective's Phoenix on the Solitude, which is pretty cool. We're taking 8 in the air down to 12. I do not have any revolt here. I attack. There's the Flage. Okay, I'm gonna take it easy. I'm just gonna call the stream here. I just want to do a shorter stream today because I'm kind of sick. I think I'm leaning towards the Fleshraker build at the moment. I did like this one. I thought it was pretty cool. Maybe the airships were slightly better, maybe not. But I think I'm leaning that direction. I'm not sure what the between rounds deck is going to be. If it's going to be Fleshraker April, or if it's... I'm kind of getting a little sick of the K command stuff again, so... I'll try to have something else. I did actually get somewhere on the Rat King stuff a little bit, I think. I